Imagine this. It's late at night. You're lying in bed staring at the ceiling. Your mind is racing, replaying past mistakes, worrying about what might happen tomorrow. You try to sleep, but the thoughts just won't stop. Now, what if I told you that this endless thinking is the very thing stealing your happiness? That the secret to peace isn't in fixing your problems, but in something much simpler? Eckhart Tolle, the author of The Power of Now, discovered this secret after years of suffering. And today I'm going to share with you what he learned so you can finally find real peace in your own life. Let's talk about why our minds are so restless. Why do we feel anxious, stressed, or overwhelmed? It all comes down to this. We are always living in the past or the future. We regret what we did yesterday. We fear what might happen tomorrow. But what we don't realize is the past and future don't exist. They're just thoughts in our mind. Think about the last time you felt anxious. Wasn't it because of something that hadn't even happened yet? And here's the dangerous part. This cycle never stops. We chase happiness in the future, but when we get there, we just worry about the next thing. So when do we actually enjoy life? This is where the power of now changes everything. Tolle's biggest realization is simple but powerful. The only real moment is now. Your past, gone. Your future, just an idea. But right now, this moment, this is where life happens. So how do you stop the mind from pulling you into the past and future? Here are 3 life-changing lessons from The Power of Now. Lesson 1. You are not your thoughts. Most people don't realize this, but there are 2 versions of you. One is the real you, the one that experiences life. The other is your mind, the voice in your head that never stops talking. Right now, listen to your thoughts. What are they saying? Are they judging, worrying, analyzing? Here's the truth. You are not that voice. The moment you become aware of it, you create distance from it. And in that space, you find peace. Lesson 2. The present moment is all you have. Tolle explains that suffering comes from resisting the present moment. Have you ever been stuck in traffic, getting more and more frustrated? What if instead of resisting it, you just accepted it? Nothing changes externally, but internally everything shifts. Most of our pain doesn't come from what's happening. It comes from our mind wishing things were different. But when you fully accept the present, that suffering disappears. Lesson 3. The ego wants you to stay trapped. The ego is the part of you that loves to complain, compare, and feel like a victim. It feeds on problems because problems give it an identity. That's why the mind always looks for something to worry about. Without problems, who would it be? Tolle's advice? See your ego for what it is, a trickster. The moment you recognize it, its power weakens. You don't need to fight your thoughts. Just observe them, see them for what they are, and let them go. So what happens when you start living in the now? You stop stressing about things you can't control. You feel lighter, more at peace. You experience life deeply instead of just thinking about it. Before I discovered the power of now, my mind controlled me. Now I control my mind. And the best part? You don't need to meditate for hours or go on a spiritual retreat. You just need to do one thing. Be present, right now, in this moment. Take a deep breath. Feel the air in your lungs. Listen to the sounds around you. This is life, and this is where peace begins. If this message resonated with you, start practicing today. The next time you catch yourself lost in thought, bring yourself back to the now. And if you want more insights like this, make sure to subscribe for more deep wisdom. Because true peace isn't found in the future, it's found right here, right now.